Oh, you guys, it is way too loud. Okay, welcome to the stream. This is my skate progression so far. In a second, I'm going to be reacting to my whole progression. So, like, that video I made, my progression video, I'm going to tell you some stories. And first, I'm going to explain how I got into skating. So, I'm going to explain that in a second. If I can just turn the sound volume down so I can actually talk. Okay, guys, I'm about to react to my 1-year skate progression and tell you some stories and how I got started and how I made the YouTube channel. So once a couple more people join, I will be explaining all of that. This is also a Q&A, so if you have any questions throughout this whole video, please feel free to let me know. So yeah, I'm gonna invite a couple people. Feel free to just wait a second, and I will get down and I will tell you pretty much my whole progression so far, and I'll react to it and tell you the story. Sorry, I'm just really explaining this a lot, cause yeah. Let me see if the stream is actually working. Test the audio. I just got a new microphone. Does my audio sound a little better? I'm not sure. It's actually working. Test the audio. I just got a new microphone. Yeah, so I'm just gonna invite a couple people. The microphone is working, so this is cool. So right now, I'm not going to be playing this game the whole time, of course. So in like a minute or so, I'm going to explain how I got into skating the day I got into it. But first, I'm going to explain. So I started skating like a long time ago, like when I was 7. I didn't really do much skating. So like I would just, I got my skateboard and I just try to like do kick turns in the grass and stuff when I was little. I honestly thought more of it as a toy. I was obsessed with watching Tony Hawk because I'm like obviously he's the most famous guy, and like he's doing 900s and stuff on transition. And my mom took me to like this museum, and like there's a Tony Hawk exhibit, and I kind of loved it there. And I tried skating like for a day, and I realized that this is like the hardest sport ever. I would do it with like 2 friends like once a month. Like I really did not skate much. I wanted to. I completely forgot about it around like 5th grade. Like I forgot that it even existed. And at that time I couldn't do a single trick. Like the best thing I could do is a kick turn on flat, not even on transition. So I think I watched like Gleaming the Cube or something, and literally the next day I went out and I'm like, okay, this was cool. I liked it. And this was about on the 28th of July. So like pretty much a year ago. I saw it and I'm like, okay, you guys, I want to skate. Like, yeah, I know my Varial flip was super nice. Yeah, where is everyone? I'm going to leave this up here pretty much forever, so don't worry. So I kind of saw Gleaming the Cube, and I wanted to like, I just took my board out and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down the road. And I was still super COVID conscious at this time, so I decided to go to the skate park for like 5 minutes. I literally went there for 5 minutes. I got too scared because of the other kids, and I got really hurt, so I just decided to like, stay away from the skate park. But then like I was still into it, and like I'm like, okay, I want to try this. I don't think I'm ever going to be good at it, but I think it would be cool to do. So I go down to the skate park the next day, and this is the 29th, and I think I went there for around an hour or so, and I just tried doing kick turns. Like I practiced kick turns the whole day, and we'll see that clip in a second, like when I react to all of them. So basically I went down to the skate park the next day. I just started to ride my Star Wars skateboard, which was a really awesome board, and I just got kick turns, and we'll see that in a second. So I learned kick turns, and I got super hyped. And about a week later, I was rolling bigger stuff. Like I just kind of tried to roll bigger stuff and bigger stuff, and I pretty much got hooked forever. So that's pretty much how I started, and I literally had forgotten there was a skate park pretty much. Like I barely knew it was there, and I was kind of scared of the other people there. So that happened, and like I went biking with my friend, and there's like a little bike park up in the trees, so that kind of reminded me it was there. And yeah, so I'm gonna start reacting to my progression. And yeah. So if you guys have any questions before I start, I will try to answer all of them. Or I pretty much will answer all of them because I have nothing else to do. So yeah, this video will be up here if you missed any of the story so far or whatever it is. And I'll also talk about how I started ANG skateboarding. I got really influenced by some people, and it was just pretty fun. Okay, yeah, so my audio should be good. Okay, we're down to 1 watching. Yeah, this is, I don't know where everyone is. This is odd. This is unnatural. So I'm gonna start reacting to my progression now. Yeah. And before we get into that, I just want to say, like, if anyone else has a YouTube channel or anything that they need help, like, doing stuff with, I can help with whatever. Okay, anyway, I'm going to start reacting to my clips to my progression in maybe like 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, someone joined. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to start reacting to my clips right now. If you guys missed any of like how I got into skating, I will have that down below, or not down below, but like if you just scroll back into the video. But now I'm going to start reacting to my skate progression. I hope I didn't just show my stream key. Okay, so here's my 1-year skate progression. Okay, this is probably going to be really laggy. So I kind of just started off the video by just showing, like, obviously my biggest trick. I went to Woodward Tahoe, which was amazing. I'll talk about that more later, but yeah. I got the mega ramp, and I kind of tried to clickbait with it. Not clickbait, but, you know. Okay, so this was today on the 29th. The 29th is the day I spent an hour there and decided I want to skate. And the 30th is the day I was dedicated to skate. Like, I wanted to do it. I tried doing ollies the next morning, and obviously it didn't go well. Okay, so this was about 2 weeks. I'm going to turn down the volume because you can't hear me very well, I don't think. So this is about 2 or 3 weeks as I started skating. I was getting really comfortable, like I said. I just was trying to roll bigger things and get bigger kick turns as I went on. How tall are you? I am 6'4", so I'm a very tall skater. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so this is when I was getting drop-ins. Yeah, about 3 weeks in, I was starting to do small hill bombs. It's really funny. I would never try that. Like, I'm just scared of doing stuff like that now. It's just not as fun to me as it used to be. Yeah. This was about 2 months into skating. I didn't really get any like clips of like my early progression. But I got a big roll in, and I was starting to be able to get kick turns. So, you know, I just thought, what a better thing to do than take it up to like a huge bowl. Like literally like the biggest bowl, one of the biggest bowls I've ever skated. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, hey. Cool. So yeah, this is the biggest bowl the deepest bowl I've probably skated. It's super sketchy. I don't know why I tried it. Trash up in the corner. I should have picked that up. So yeah, as you can see, I was getting higher and higher kick turns. Like, that's all I was really focusing on. Yeah, just getting better and better kick turns. Okay, so this was my injury. don't really know what happened. I was trying 50-50s all day because my friend said, hey, I bet you could do a 50-50, my friend Shaggy Boy Productions, and I went over, I got two 50-50s. I went to try it again, and some guy's like, oh yeah, let's see the 50-50, man, and I fell on the 50-50, and I totally thought I broke my arm. Like, the other guy's like, oh, dude, you totally just broke your arm, and, like, I couldn't really move it very well, and I was just worried. I went to the ER, yeah, and like I just kind of got it checked out, and I ended up like hurting some nerves or something. I don't really know what I did. So yeah, that kind of sucked. And then I skated about a week later, and then we kind of went for a really long trip, and we just stayed somewhere, and yeah, I didn't really skate much, and I was just a little too scared to skate. I had spent time trying to get better ollies and stuff, and yeah, this is where I'm at now. So not now, but like I got bigger ollies, and I went to go send after this. Fast forward 1 month. This was about the time I started ANG skateboarding, and I think I had made a couple videos. Like what did I even do? I made what foot to put forward, and the slid roll people, they saw my video and they actually commented on it. That was my first video, and I was super hyped. Like another skate channel was like watching my video, and then I put this video out, and I woke up one morning and it had 12,000 views, and I was literally freaking out because I had just made this YouTube channel. And, like, I was, like, almost crying and just screaming and running around everywhere. Like, it was insane. Because 12 million is basically going viral. So this was my first Willy grind. Learning 50-50s. I was getting closer and closer and getting my confidence back on 50-50s. And for some reason, some guy who was helping me almost hit me with a skateboard, and that just made me land the trick. Like, I had probably spent over like 50 tries trying to do this. Okay, so I was getting super confident in my 4th month, like just sending huge bowls. And this type of stuff, I'm literally scared to do right now. Like, I'm scared to do that, but I'll try it. Like, I got really confident doing it. Okay, so I took a trip to Burnside, and I skated the huge park up here. It was really awesome. By the way, if you guys have any questions about Braille, because I went to the Braille house, I will talk about that later. It's kind of a cool story. Okay, so yeah, this is around month 5. I was still just trying to get bigger and bigger kick turns, and this is where I started to get a little more technical. I tried doing rock to fakies. So I was getting rock to fakies on my friend's ramp, and honestly, rock to fakies are my least favorite trick. Like, I hate them. I like rock and rolls, I like disasters, I like everything more than rock to fakies. So I was just learning ollies again here. Actually pretty much learning ollies for the first time. I thought I had good ollies, but they were actually garbage. We set up like these tennis ball wheels, and yeah, I just tried stuff. I think I saw the Braille Army video where I forget her name, but they were teaching her how to firecracker so she could like ollie the staircase. I didn't even know that was a trick, so I just did it. Tried to do it one day. Sorry that the video's a little blurry sometimes. Yeah, I was getting super comfortable then. Learning feeble grinds on a weird transition. This, you guys, I was looking at my ollies then versus now, and like I remember ollieing over a stick, and now I'm like ollieing over a death gap. Like, that's just kind of a crazy comparison. First ollie off of a curb. So I was really starting to do more ollies in street skating. I was learning feebles on the mini ramp, which is cool. I was getting so comfortable, guys. Actually, I'm going to turn down the audio a little bit more. Yeah, I was getting super comfortable here at Burnside. That was... I don't even know. I was so, like, such a vert skater early on. I got the spine roll or whatever it's called. It's not a spine transfer. I'd love to have that trick. First shove. I remember this day. I don't know why I learned this so late, but I did learn a shove it, and that day I was so hyped that day. Like, I was freaking out, telling all my friends, and I was starting to get them more and more. I probably got like 20 that day. It was awesome. And this video, I posted it to YouTube, and it was another random one. It got 57,000 views. So I was freaking out. And I think I gained like 150 subscribers in one day, so it was a crazy day. It's a good thing I got that video, like you told me to do. I just took it right to the bank. That was a pretty gnarly injury. I honestly didn't hurt myself. I should have probably hurt myself way more, but I did not, so I'll rewind that again. That just looked bad and sounded bad. Was the first month the hardest, or was it later on when you were trying bigger tricks? What is the most challenging month in your progression? That's a really hard question. I'd honestly say the first month is hard, but it's also really fun, and you're learning like 100 tricks a day. I'd say it was around the time where I was still learning shoves. It was super difficult to progress. I wasn't really learning anything. I was trying shoves. I had already had all the tricks, so just nothing was working for me. And that was about like 4 months in. I was getting 180s here. I am super confident grinding. Like, that is pretty insane for like 5 months and just learning shove-its. Okay, so I was trying board slides, ollie over the bank. That's not a bank, a pyramid. Oh yeah, I just got addicted to drops from this moment. I still am. Okay, so I was skating mini vert for the first time on Skatelight, which is the best, by the way. Not sponsored. Yeah. This is my craziest trick ever. I think that's like a nose or an air to nose grind over crick. Yes, it's a crick. Playback speed. I'm gonna slow this down. So yeah, I come up. I get air onto the nose and then come back in. I was holding onto a kiteboarding bar, but it's still a hard trick. And I don't really know how I landed that. Like, I can still get those. I was learning airs out of quarter pipes. This is a really fun time. I'm actually still learning that. I'm learning 180s and shove-its right now. Learning feebles in the bowl. This is a really weird bowl. Good slashes, yes. Backslashes are by far my best trick, if you didn't know that. They're my favorite trick and best trick. I got a mini backside air. This is debatable, but I think I lifted a little over the coping. Like, I'd say that's a little backside air. Oh, hey, Patricio. Would you guys say that's a backside air? Because, like, look at that. It's off the coping. It's a little off the coping, and then I come back in. That's a really debatable clip. First two-stair. This was a proud moment. Learning combos. I got the Braille Keen Ramp, which is super awesome. I was learning stuff into tail slides. This is when I went to Woodward. It's super awesome. I have a Woodward series. You can check that out. I didn't do too much vlogging. I was more in the moment, but I went to Woodward Tahoe and had a super good time there. I was getting really good grinds or slashes. My first ollie up a Eurogap, month 11. I can't believe I've only been skating for 11 months. This is crazy. I'm still so hyped that I was able to do that. Okay, first kickflip. I honestly was not proud to land that whatsoever. I was honestly annoyed. It was cool. Okay, this, I was starting to skate street like crazy. And I had gotten the death gap at the Sierra Park at Woodward. That's still just a crazy trick. Okay, this is when I went to the Braille House. And a lot of people have been asking how I got into the Braille House. Kind of a long story, but I ended up being friends with JD, and when we were in California, he invited me to come, so I got to skate there. I got to skate the vert ramp. It was awesome. Thank you so much. It was so cool to skate. Like, it's probably one of my favorite skating moments. And there, I was kickflipping Sour Skittles. I am one of the few people on the planet that is able to say that I've kickflipped Sour Skittles, and that's cool. I should make a T-shirt. Should I make a merch for ANG skateboarding and just have it say kickflip Sour Skittles? Okay, yeah. That day I had just learned how to ollie 3 stairs. I could have gotten the 5 stair probably, but I had to go skate vert. Well, I didn't have to, but like I skated vert. So I was really trying to get my vert up. I was super good at vert. Like, I was super comfy. I just couldn't commit to dropping in. Next time I go to the Braille House, I am putting my board up there and I'm dropping in. But it's like, feels like standing on a skyscraper. It's crazy. Another kickflip. That's one of my cleanest kickflips ever. I was learning some crazy lines there coming out of it. Just like the hype of being at the Braille House and skating the awesome mini ramp. I gotta go back and skate the mini ramp now that it's skate light. That's super cool. Getting close to big spins. That's not exactly a big spin, but like, it was cool. I kind of count it. Huge ollies. This is only like a month ago. My first varial flip. I went on to Skateboarding Made Simple, and I learned this trick in under 20 minutes, I'd say. And it's my favorite trick, my most consistent trick. Okay, this was an awesome line. I'm like, this is pretty much now-ish time, and I'm learning to like get awesome lines on street. Now I'm learning grinds and nose slides right now, so that's fun. Backside air. Learning freestyle stuff. That was fun. Okay, so I'm going to go check out a couple of my other clips, and if you guys have any questions or stuff that you'd like to see me react to, I'm totally going to do that. Yeah, I went to the Eggs and Bacon skate park, which is kind of famous. Really bad pun. Try drop. It's like, it's vert. It's so scary. It's such an odd skate park. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys, I think it was in Dreams Come True. The death gap was sick to gap. So I gapped the mini mega somehow into the resi. This is like my dream trick my whole life. I can't believe I landed that. Like, that's just crazy. I don't know how I ever landed that. Yeah, so that was cool. If you guys have any questions or things you'd like to see me talk about, or my YouTube channel or anything about that, feel free to comment that down below. I'm just gonna You here answering questions that no one's asking. So yeah, I'd say that I had a pretty good 1 year progression. Like, I know some people have progressed way faster and some people have progressed way slower. So I had a like pretty average, like not average, like right in the middle of that skate progression that I'm super happy about. So if you guys, yeah, I think it's cool. I don't know how I accidentally left out the mini mega clip from, and I'm super annoyed about it because I even used that to like lure people into it. Kind of pissed about that. Ooh, nose blunt slide. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is a cool video. If you guys want to see like the story so far for my YouTube channel, I will do that. If you guys want to see that, how I grew it fast and how like it grew, I don't care. Like its progression or how I learned to edit better, whatever that type of stuff. Because I've had a lot of people ask. A 900 shove it. Should we do that? $1080 shove it. Way cooler. There's 2 people watching. If you guys have any questions or any clips that I've made that you'd want to see me react to or talk about, feel free to ask. Although I'm probably going to end this pretty soon. Okay, Manny. Oh yeah, I want to get this line, man. So, Ollie. Oh, why are manuals so hard? Watching. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm probably going to end this stream.